and welcome to the Monique Lynelle Show. Today we're highlighting a lady that's a part of co-founding an organization to help young women get their lives on the right track. Her name is Miss Treal. So Treal, it's great to meet you. This is Monique Lynelle, and we're going to go ahead and get started. You're a co-founder of a women's organization called Detour Movement, right?
Yes.
Okay, so could you tell us how the organization got started?
Oh, man. Long story, and believe it or not, Monique, can I call you Monique?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. And let me just back up really, really quickly and just thank you so much for allowing me to share this space with you on this evening on the Monique Lynelle Show. Definitely don't take it lightly, and I appreciate this opportunity. So if I could just go back a little bit, we never anticipated for this movement to be anything further or anything more than just a blog. My sister, Jill Bullock, who is also co-founder, we lived in San Diego for a period of time where we helped young women and young girls just to be more motivated and empowered and to live a better life. And that just was something that we naturally did, being the obstacles and things that we had gone through. So we decided to just start blogging and, little simple things like that and little meetups and, things, not thinking much of it at all. But after a while, when we saw our community growing extensively, we knew, in fact, that it had to be something more, it had to be something bigger and also better. And, in fact, God was taking us in the direction to do that. So as we both moved from San Diego and ended up on two other parts of the world, I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, and Jill is actually in the Upper Marlboro area. We decided that this would be an actual organization or a business. And that's how Detour Movement came about. And also...
Okay, so Treal, when did you get this organization started?
Well, I have to say, given the background and in essence, we were already, operating in our purpose, but Detour Movement in itself set up in the year 2011. And that's when we had our first actual event here in the Charleston, South Carolina area. We had about 20 or 25 women that came out. And that basically started us into this journey that we're on right now. And now it's just hosting workshops and events and speaking and coaching and all that great stuff that we've now dabbled into.
Okay, so that leads to my next question. Well, I was going to ask how are you getting involved in the community? And you said something about having an event.
Yes.
So you have conferences and stuff like that?
Absolutely. This past first week in August, just a couple of weeks ago, we just had our third annual Fabulous I Am conference. It was a Women in Business and Relationship Conference, forgive me. It was in actually the Silver Spring, Maryland area, and we had over 100 women that registered for that conference over the course of 2 days. And we've had those conferences again for 3 years now, and we're planning to be back in the Silver Spring, Maryland next August as well. And besides that, that's our big event, so that's our big bang, right? Besides that, we have workshops that we host throughout the year. Normally, like once a quarter, we'll have a workshop both here in Charleston, South Carolina, and also in Maryland. We'll mimic the same type of workshop. In addition to that, we do coaching and consulting and speaking and other events and giving engagements and things of that nature. So we try to get involved as much as possible, and not just with our event, but we partner with other events as well. There are a few people that we normally partner with to help with volunteering at their events or their mission and purpose and things of that nature, just to give back. And particularly, we do deal with the young girls and the women, but we also help with events that are catered to men and young boys as well. So there's no limit to our service per se, but we definitely make sure that anything that we do, we're impacting the community and impacting the kingdom, most of all.
What does Detour Movement stand for?
Oh, wow. Great question. So another funny story, when we stood up, we were abstaining the number 4, Jesus. And our whole mission behind, our purpose behind that was we wanted women to abstain from anything that will prohibit or hinder them from living God's best. But when we would when we would introduce ourselves as abstaining for Jesus, individuals will often say, oh man, that means that I have to abstain from sex. It was always like a negative connotation or association to it. Yes, but that's that's not all. And the message we wanted to get across beyond you abstaining from sex, people just stopped there. We had to explain much further because people thought abstaining means, no sex with things of that nature. So beyond that, we wanted people to know, no, it's just not about that, but it's about you abstaining or removing yourself, detouring, turning the other way from anything or anyone that will prevent you from living God's best. So as we progressed and things of that nature, we decided that it would be a great move and being led by the Holy Spirit to change our name. And Detour Movement was the name that we changed. And at that first event that I told you about we had in 2011, we had detour signs that we created ourselves. We were low budget at that, and they had detour signs on them just to be able to relate to our vision and what we were trying to do at the time. So that's just funny how that all turns around. But Detour Movement is basically telling women to detour, to turn away from, to move, to go the opposite way of anything or anyone that's going to hinder you from living your God's best, that's going to hinder you from walking in confidence, from loving yourself, from accepting who you are, and basically just from living your purpose. So that's what Detour Movement as a whole stands for. Our mission is all about total transformation. And in fact, our conference that we had a couple weeks ago, that was the sub-theme per se, if I can say that. It was about total transformation, but it was from the inside out.
Well, I think that's absolutely great. I really love how it comes across, and detouring from going the wrong way or the wrong path, turning to go towards the right path is definitely what our communities and our country needs. So where do you see Detour Movement going within the next 5 years?
Oh, man. Great question. And as myself and also Joe both transition, out of our investors and doing what we're doing full time, because that's what God has called us to do. Our goal is to be traveling all around the world, speaking and coaching and helping young women and young girls to live their God, the best life that God has called them to do. And as simple as it may sound, so many women of all ages, they don't understand what that looks like. What does that feel like? How does that show up in the world? And God's best is in your money, making sure you're financially secure. If you want to operate as a business leader, then making sure you're able to do that in your health and fitness, you know what I mean? In your faith, and definitely in your relationship. So that's our goal in the next 5 years, to be able to see ourselves traveling all around the world, just getting the message out, speaking to the masses of women and also young girls, mentoring and things of that nature, and helping them to live the life that God has destined for them to live since they were formed in their mother's womb.
Oh, well, I think that is awesome. And how can people get involved in your organization if they want to be a part of it, a member, or if they want to donate?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have various levels of membership that we do offer. Detour Movement as a whole is a free membership. We have a Facebook group on social media, and it's the DMI, Travis I Am, so anyone can join that Facebook group, and that's just a low-level membership. We also have a second tier to the membership that's Kingdom Partners and Kingdom Preneurs and Kingdom Builders, and with that membership, individuals are able to, it would be a monthly fee that they would pay, and they will get several bonuses that are offered. In addition to that, we have 2 calls that we host per month just for those members, and the calls are focused around spiritual development, and also the second call will be centered around business development. And in addition to that, they get access to the events that we have both in the Charleston and the Maryland area. And then our Kingdom Builders, which will actually be our third tier, that's for any woman that's desiring to start a business or has already started a business and need a push further and help with branding and marketing and things of that nature. We help you on that journey as well. So it's a 3-tier membership that you join if that's something that you would like to do. And if anyone has additional questions or they want to, talk further of how they can be involved, they can always go to detourmovement.org. That's detourmovement.org, all one word. Or they can email us at jillandtreal@detourmovement.com. That's JILLANDTREAL @detourmovement.com.
Well, that's absolutely fabulous. I think you're going in the right direction. So you've already made your detours and now you're helping other people make theirs. I appreciate your time, Ms. Treal, and I wish you much success, and Jill and your organization. I was privileged enough to be able to come to the conference this year, and I thought it was awesome. I wasn't there both days, but I was there one of the days, and I thought it was absolutely great. So I think you're doing great things, and I hope that God continues to bless you.
Thank you so much, Monique. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you. And thank you so much to our guest this evening, Ms. Treal Ravenel. And this is the Monique Lynelle Show with Monique Lynelle. Stay tuned for more interviews with industry professionals and with organizations that are doing positive things in our communities. And look forward to greatness. Have a blessed day.